Welcome back, guys. It's the Brothers Geek Out podcast. It's episode 157. Uh, Hope you guys are well and safe. Massive shout out to everybody who's been following the channel and everybody who's followed us on Instagram. Make sure you check us out. It's the Brothers Geek Out podcast. We recently hit the 100 mark. Massive thank you to you all. And thank you for everybody who listens to it on various platforms now. We recently hit Amazon Music. So we are
Sick.
now on there. You could type in the Brothers Geek Out podcast. You'll find us there. G-Man, how are you, bro?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. It's the first week of Ramadan.
Yes.
Just getting through the week.
Everybody.
Yeah, Ramadan Mubarak to everyone. Yeah, just getting through the week, man. Just been alright. Just my Ramadan routine, getting back into training. This week I get my diet fixed up as well. I got my meals coming in. Yeah, man. Today was a challenge. I was doing training like first time hard
Yeah.
during while I was fasted, basically. So by the time I finished training, I could break my fast. So I done MMA and wrestling. It's the
Yeah.
wrestling, bro. The wrestling takes it out of you. Like the
Yeah.
striking and stuff, I guess I'm a bit used to it, so it's not too bad, and we're not going too hard. But the wrestling, even when you're going easy, it's hard work, man.
I was gonna
That's
say,
why that's why Khabib's a beast, bro. I mean, like, we've been doing that your whole life, and your body's conditioned to that kind of madness. Because
yeah,
them man's train like during Ramadan, but they train just before they break fast. But they go hard, bro. They go
yeah.
hard. Imagine that, no drinking
I've seen a
water or nothing.
documentary where they show his training and in his village and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, he goes in, man. It's quite
they
nice, and
go in.
family
So
meals together and stuff. It was quite nice,
yeah,
and it's
it's a big
really
unit.
remote area, isn't it?
Yeah, he lives in the mountains, man. And even though he's a millionaire and whatnot, he still lives up there in the village and keeps it humble. Drives a freaking Toyota. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't need, as he said it in one of his interviews. He goes, how much bread can you eat in one day? Like,
Yeah,
I don't need all of that sort of stuff. But the point is, anyway, first time I've trained during fasting, but it's always been, mild at my pace. But this time I was a part of class. I didn't
yeah.
want to slow my partner down too much, so I said just bear with me. But managed to push through, man, and it just felt great. Like when people say, I don't know, this is just my opinion, but when people say, without food I can't train, without water I can't train. I know you need the water, but when they use food, no excuse, I don't have no energy. Like, you can do something. You can literally, you can. I just went freaking the whole day with no food and water, and I managed to do a 2 hour training session. You know what I mean? Like, you could, if you set your mind to it, you could do it. Your body can do amazing things. As David Goggins says, when you want to give up, that means you're at 40% of what your capacity is. You
Yeah.
still got 60% to go, and that's David Goggins. That guy's a beast, and I agree with him. It's so freaking true. But yeah, other than that, bro, it's been good. It's been good, man. Ramadan routine is good. I'm back in Singapore. I'm all back to routine, and everything's cool, man.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, you know what? The first thing I've got to do, and thank you for your patience, guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. Suspicious Behavior Productions sent us a message a couple of weeks ago when we started the Twitter page. So, guys, everybody following on Twitter, you guys are awesome. It's the Brothers Geek Out podcast on Twitter. Uh, Suspicious Behavior Productions is a comic book company, and they created a comic book called Invasion from Planet WrestleTopia. They've asked us to go through it, have a read. I've gone through the first 3 issues. I've got 3 issues left. This is for the wrestling fans, and I know if Ashley is listening to the podcast, he's a big wrestling fan. There's a few others on here as well that maybe enjoy it. If you guys love 90s wrestling, what did I say? Yeah, peak 90s wrestling, end of the 80s era wrestling,
WWF times, yeah, not
WWE,
WWE.
WWF, man. Uh,
Yeah,
them days, then you're gonna love this. It's such a catchy story. It's got characters that are gonna remind you of the original wrestlers like Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage, uh, and the artwork is like really clean and pop and fun. Like, it's perfect for this genre of comic books. Uh, but yeah, massive shout out to you guys. It's a really good, fun comic book, easy to read. The artwork's clean, and I'm looking forward to reading the next 3 issues and then letting you guys know my full thoughts. I know I've been putting a bit little snippets on Twitter as well. So again, massive thank you, Suspicious Behavior Productions. You guys are awesome. But other than that, that's
send it to me. I think you sent it to me a while ago while I was in Dubai. Can you send that to me again? Because now I'm gonna have more time to read it,
yeah.
and I would like to check it out as well.
It was a really it's an easy read, bro. It's not complicated. I mean, the basic story is there's a guy that looks like Macho Man Randy Savage. His name is I think it's Randall Rory. He's a wrestler. He's like the best in the world. But recently he's becoming a bit cocky and he goes that I'm the best in the universe. So he created his own belt out of a pizza box that is called Galaxy Pizzas.
Mm.
It says I'm the best wrestler in the galaxy. Now, this message somehow got caught in space, and there's actually a planet called WrestleTopia, and there's a guy named Manifest Destiny. Like the names are hilarious, bro. Manifest Destiny, who hears this transmission from a TV show of this wrestler saying, "I'm the best in the galaxy," and then they come invade the Earth, bro, and they bust up bare people. It's hilarious. It's
Oh
comedy.
damn.
It's a nice comedy action comic book. And I haven't, for me personally, recently, I haven't read much, but for me to suddenly jump into, it's hard for me to move away from what I read already and what I'm a fan of already. So to suddenly pick up wrestling, like, yes, I enjoyed it when I was younger, but I wasn't a heavy follower. But now this book has made me interested in that because it brought back characters that we originally grew up with. So, no, really good book, really good fun. I'll send you that link again. Make sure you check it out. Shout outs to Suspicious Behavior Productions. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for that. Another plug as well, guys. This is the 19th, April 19th. You guys get to download Justice League and keep it forever on across all platforms. Digital is out. Shout outs to Warner Brothers UK and shout outs to the team, the Zack Snyder team, for getting this wonderful movie out there in the world. And like I watched it again yesterday, bro. I know it's going to come out digitally on Monday, on the 25th of May. I think it comes out, or early May. It comes out on like Blu-ray and DVD. So make sure you guys check it out. If you guys like physical copies like I do, then you'll grab that. But yeah, I watched it again yesterday, bro. I think the movie is just wonderful, man. I think
Yeah.
I started to like Barry Allen much more in this movie now, and it's weird because he what's up, Daddy? He didn't he got he got bumped in that last movie, bro. He got
Him and Cyborg, both of them did. But
he got bumped. Both of them got bumped. But like he's grown on me as a character, and he's done things differently. Uh, but it was such a crucial part, bro, which leads on to Flashpoint movie because what he said in that moment where he goes, "Make your own future, make your own past." I didn't hear that the first couple of times, but hearing it yesterday night was like, "Oh my god." He's already got the inception of going back to saving his mum. Make your own past. When you say that,
yeah.
you could go back and do your own thing.
Well, he was less cheesy in this one, man. Because the other one, he was not even cheesy. He was cringy, bro.
Yeah,
They
they
made him cringy, not even cheesy. And in this one, there was a little bit, but not as much. And he was way more of a likable character in this one, man. So I remember watching the first one. I was like, I'm not a fan of the Flash. They fucked him up. Oh, I shouldn't swear. Allah was there. My bad. They messed him up, and he was so cringy. I didn't want to see more. But in this one, nah, he had more of a purpose, man. He's much better. But yeah, that's an interesting little quote that you caught, which leads directly to Flashpoint.
mm.
Uh-oh,
It's
Allah
gonna be
was in the scene.
ah, Daddy.
You cover her face.
Sit down. What you got? You got bogies in your face. Hold up, bro. But continue quickly. Let me grab a tissue.
Yeah, I'm loving the background though. Loving the background that you got up there. The posters, those are pretty cool.
Let me clean your nose.
Close the door. Let me see the Star Wars one. That's a nice. Yeah, those are nice posters, man.
Yeah, so guys, make sure you
Yeah,
check it out.
very.
Channel if I think it's in my previous videos. Check it out. I give you a rundown and a breakdown of me having the idea of filling up that blank wall because I think I had too much stuff in that one corner. I'm trying to make it look minimal, but then I was thinking of getting posters that represent my creativity, things that I love, and how important these things play in my life, I suppose. And
Yeah, man, looks nice.
I didn't want to just put movie posters up because originally I said that. Uh, well, wifey shut me down and said, in case we're doing prayers in here, we don't want like people's faces and the rest of it. And I was like, you
Well,
lose, man. I got
you
bare
got
money.
Iron Man. You got Iron Man and Superman right there, bro.
Exactly. No, but the faces are covered. But that one loses.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well,
that was
it
the
looks good,
main.
man. I think it looks nice, man. And they're your own designs as well, so it's not just like a new movie poster you just put up. It's your own designs. You know what I mean? All you gotta do is get rid of that bananas, pears, and grapes poster.
Where's that?
Um,
No,
yeah,
man.
man.
And that's Alara's desk, bro.
Is that her desk? Yeah.
Yeah, that's her desk.
Alara.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alara. I see your desk.
Yeah, it's her desk. That's the only time she's chilled and she works with us, isn't it? That's the
Oh,
nice
that's
thing
nice.
about this room. We
Yeah.
be creative in this room
All three
together.
of you work there. That's nice. That's nice.
And then she's
No, it's a cool background, bro. I think, yeah, they're your own designs. They're powerful. They're impactful, and they're simple. You know what I mean? It's nice.
no, I'm well proud of them, man. Well proud of them. They're really good.
Are you
Uh,
selling any? Are you gonna sell them? Can you sell them?
I haven't even advertised yet, to be honest, bro. To be honest, like what I'm doing at the moment now with my own personal page, I've put it on hold for a moment. And since I've done that, I think everybody else has noticed that I've got suddenly a bit more time. Because you're quick to go to your phone to take photos and the rest of it. And, when Lara is saying, Daddy, put down, please, you realize you're on your phone too much. And now I've realized I've got a better routine. So now I'm only looking after the one account, which is the Brothers Geek Out podcast, which I can focus on, respond to people and post things, but I don't have to do like a dozen amount of posts. You know what I mean? And guys, our recent episode with Joshua Stewart's out. Make sure you check it out. It's a passion project. Uh, we had a great conversation about fitness and nutrition, guys. So make sure you check that episode out. Uh,
Yeah, for sure.
but yeah, no, it's helped me. I feel like I need to minimize things a little bit, and having the page
Yeah.
itself.
I don't know how you do. I mean, I try, but I don't know. Like, I'm still putting up pictures from my Dubai trip, and that was like two, three, nearly 4 weeks ago. I just don't have the patience and whatnot to go on Instagram and do all the hashtags and all that sort of shit. So yeah, but I don't know. You built. I don't know. I get you when you say waste saving some time, not
Yeah, I
being
can see some time, and
on
to
all
be
those
honest, we need to
platforms.
bring up a new following for what we do. I feel like we can get a new crowd in to listen to our stuff and our thoughts and our opinions, and genuinely just geek out, innit? It'd be nice to get different type of feedback now, because now that we're on different platforms, that's opened up the range massively. And to be honest, people who are listening to it now, it's you guys that make us push to keep going on this, to be honest, as well. As much as me and Gilman, I mean, I said originally, this channel now is dedicated to the little ones. Ain't it, Daddy? So Idris and Alara later on, where God forbid, when that time comes, they can always go back to this channel and hear us talk and geek out and talk about them. You know what I mean?
That's
So I
it,
think the
man.
channel now, it's not become just, yes, it's a podcast and I put all my other geeky stuff on there. But now I've kind of thought, because the future, when it comes, it's going to come, that they have something. I wish we had the chance to know more about our great granddad. You know what I mean? But we don't.
Mm.
They didn't have that sort of platform. So this is another one. You okay, Daddy? What do you want to do? Okay. But yeah, G-Man.
Yeah. No, I feel you, man. I feel you. Yeah, if only we had. Could you imagine if Granddad was alive and we had him on a podcast, just talk about stories, like just talk. He can speak in
Yeah,
Bengali and you can translate because I can't translate for shit. That would be awesome.
of course, bro. Definitely. I think we can give him the chance to do that. What's up, Baba? All right. But yeah,
Oh
let's
man, she
come to.
sounds so sweet, man. What's wrong? Is she okay?
Yeah, she's fine. She wants. She's on the iPad now. She's trying to play a game, but she's getting fed up. She has her Hulk moments now, like Idris, bro.
She's
Yeah.
gonna have Hulk moments.
Okay, Daddy. Okay, let's scrap it.
We
But
all
let's.
get angry, man.
Right.
What's up? What's up?
Which one do you want to play? This one. Okay, there you go. You know how it is. Yeah. So let's talk about Army of the Dead, bro.
I mean, well, there's a few trailers that came out. One of them I didn't put down on the list, but we'll talk about it in a sec. Uh, Army of the Dead, man. Zack Snyder. What do you think? The trailer.
Gonna be good fun, bro. You know how he is, bro. He's gonna give us
Yeah.
a visual stunning movie, good action packed. You know, he had the chance to go work with Netflix and them lot not saying, "Oh, take this out, take that out, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do this." Uh, where you have a company like Warner Brothers, well, yeah, there's more to be said there. As much as I thank them for them hooking me up, but I gotta be, yeah, he had more freedom with that project, bro, and I feel like we're gonna get something really fun and put together.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, hopefully they've learned from this, man. Hopefully they've learned because there's been nothing but great things said about Justice League. And you know, everyone's knowing now that the studios just didn't give him that opportunity or whatever they did.
Yeah,
Hopefully they learn. And you know, Netflix have always kind of shown to just be like creative freedom. Rogan talks about it all the time. That's why a lot of comedians do their shit because you know, with comedians, they say some messed up. I keep swearing, but I love it. I keep forgetting. Comedians, they say some messed up stuff, right?
yeah,
And you know, we all know what happened with Dave Chappelle and Comedy Central, and you know they got that all sorted. Yeah, did you hear that?
yeah,
They
yeah.
called up
Sorry
Chappelle and
about
they paid him and
that.
whatnot, changed the contract. So I mean, great for them. That's good for them. But I think just the impact of like Netflix have always been just giving everyone their freedom to do what they want, I guess. Um,
No, which is a
but
good thing. It works. If it works for them, why not? You know what I mean? If it's entertaining the people and they're seeing it and the people are vibing off it, then they're doing something good. You know what I mean? They're doing something
yeah.
really.
So yeah, no, that's good, man. Let's look. I mean, when's it coming out? It's this month, right? April or is it May?
I think end of the month. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wicked. All right. Well, something to look forward to, man.
definitely. I'm looking forward to that. I remember his first film. We saw it in cinema. I'm not sure if you can remember. Cineworld with Ahmed. It was called Dawn of the Dead.
Oh yeah, I remembered that. I don't know if I was there actually. I don't think I saw that one. I think I watched it after.
Give me a second, bro. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Let me hit
I
my
don't
room.
think I saw Dawn of the Dead, but
Sorry, I had to do that for that, bro. Uh,
300. Wait, 300 was Frank Miller. That wasn't Zack
no,
Snyder,
that
was
was
it?
Zack Snyder.
That was Zack Snyder. Okay, but Frank Miller was involved in that. Or am I thinking crap?
No, yeah, Frank Miller wrote that and drew that comic book.
I think the one I remember, first one with Zack Snyder was probably that one, 300. I don't remember Dawn. I think I watched Dawn of the Dead. Um,
That was the one with Ving Rhames.
Oh shit! And there was a funny moment, isn't it? In the shopping mall, he says something like that got us cracking up or something.
Yeah, yeah, it was that. That was the movie. He's a big fan of zombie movies and all of that, and it was more of a tribute to George Jurim. I can't even pronounce his name, but Sasa used to love his zombie movies. So Zack Snyder actually reminds me of Shweb Sasa. I don't know if you
Yeah.
noticed that. He has the. I don't know. Every time I see him, it reminds me of Sasa because Sasa has big visual images like that. You know, like he's big
Hey,
in his work and stuff like that.
sorry to cut you right there. We should get him on a passion.
Yes, I didn't even actually think about that.
Bloody hell! Why don't we get him on one, man? Like talk to Sasa and let's talk to him about his stuff, man. I just what you know what? Yeah, we'll get back to that in a second. I just watched Bronx Tales right now, and every time I hear that quote, you know, the worst thing in the world is wasted talent. I don't mean to be bad, but I think of Sasa because that guy had talent.
Mm.
And, you know, unfortunately, he wasn't pushed in that direction, but man, he had artistic and creative talent.
Oh,
And it could have gone somewhere and it still could go somewhere, but he's got family and all that sort of stuff now, and his priorities is on that, so he doesn't have the time to focus on his artwork. But damn, like
of course.
that quote reminds me of him. But yeah, anyway, let's get him on a passion. We should have done that when we were in London. But anyway, yeah, Zack Snyder, you were saying.
Yeah, so it reminds me of Sasa. And listen, I think he's gonna deliver us a good, fun-packed action movie, which is gonna be stunning, and it's just gonna be good fun to watch. You know what I mean? So I'm just gutted that I know cinemas are gonna open up. I think next month, hopefully. I'm hoping.
Is there no date
See
set?
things on a big screen, bro.
Yeah, is there no date set
No,
yet?
I think somebody said something about May 17th. So maybe like mid next month.
Okay, cool. All right, keep me posted if you had a date, because I'll put some money in the stock market for Cineworld. Get some, make some money out of that shit. But yeah, listen, man. I watched Mortal Kombat on the big screen. I tried to book IMAX, but it was too packed. But
Yeah.
just being in that screen, I miss that shit, man. I love it, bro. I love the whole experience. Going up, getting your popcorn, walking. You know what I mean? I love it, bro. I love that environment. So yeah, no. Hopefully it
No,
opens up for you guys. You could catch some movies. Hopefully before like at least like Black Widow or something. You can go in and check that one out.
I will definitely. For me, it's Black Widow. I think it's going to be the next one for me. But what was the other trailer that came out?
I saw the bodyguard's wife. Is that what it's called? The bodyguard's wife? Yeah. Bodyguard.
So
Remember
Samuel
that movie?
Hayek,
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
what was the first one called? The Bodyguard's Bodyguard. No. What
What
was it called?
basic? Hold on, let me check.
I've gone blank all of a sudden. The bodyguard's wife's bodyguard or some shit like that. Anyway, you got Sam Jackson, Salma Hayek, and Ryan Reynolds. I mean, the first one was hilarious, and this one's gonna be good.
The hitman's bodyguard and the
Yeah,
hitman's wife's bodyguard.
that's it. That's it. Hitman's wife's bodyguard. Check out the trailer for this joke. And wait, Sam Jackson is hitting like 70, right? He's like 70 something. Bro, as I say, black don't crack, man. He looks like young as anything, bro, and he's just still doing thing, man. He's awesome, bro.
Nah, I
Um,
got time for him, man. He's wicked. Oh, Frank
what's
Grillo's in it as well.
Frank Grillo? Yeah, yeah. Watch the trailer. It's hilarious, man. And you know Ryan Reynolds, that guy's full of charisma.
Yeah,
The most perfect Deadpool ever. Like he was born for that role.
yeah.
Um, watch the trailer. It's jokes, and that's gonna be another fun movie because the first one was funny as well because
No, it
it's
was. It
just
was good.
hilarious, man.
But yeah,
So I
okay.
saw the trailer today. I didn't even know they were making a second one, but that just made me happy. I was like, well, I enjoyed the first one. I'm definitely gonna watch the second one.
I saw. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the second one too. I saw two films recently on Netflix this week. I'm trying to remember. Thunder Force, yeah. The movie suit, yeah.
Yeah.
But Jason Bateman, he's crab hand guy, bro.
But the crab hands were jokes. It was so dumb but so funny.
It's, but when his hands got ripped up, I felt sick, bro. His hands
Fucking
got
hilarious.
made me sick. But there were some funny moments in that film, and you know what? Octavia Spencer and Melissa, I can't remember the rest of their name. They're funny, man. They work together well. It's a good, fun, just easy watch. The other thing I watched, yeah, that I think you need to check out is called Love and Monsters.
I put it on my favorite. Is it good?
Yeah, yeah, bro, it's good fun. I mean, if you remember, I mean, we both love Tremors.
Yeah.
So, you know, the story is the Earth gets hit. So, an asteroid's going to hit the Earth. The humans send nuclear bombs to space to break it into pieces. Those pieces break down radioactive goo on the Earth. Sorry, not goo. I don't know if you guys are going to understand woolly, but radioactive shit everywhere, which doesn't affect the humans, but affects all the insects, bros.
Oh, see. Okay.
They turn into like big monsters and the rest of it. Bro, it's good fun, man. It's like Tremors. I thoroughly enjoyed it. There's some really good parts in it, and it almost reminded me of like Sinbad and the movies from like the 80s that we enjoyed. So that was good fun.
Yeah. I watched. I've been watching Serpent. Have you seen the Serpent?
No, is that good?
That's deep. That's deep. So it's based on real events, but it's been dramatized and whatnot. But it's deep. It's about this dude, an Asian dude, who's born and raised out here. So I think he's mixed race, like half Indian, half Vietnamese or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, he basically picks on travelers, bro. You know, travelers that live in hostels and whatnot, and he kind of just sweet talks them, and he's all like lovey, just shows them love and whatnot. And then he kind of brings them over to his hostel, and then he ends up drugging them and then robbing them, but then he ends up killing them as well. It's like it's deep. And we're talking about back in the 70s where there was like that hippie sort of phase, and what do you call it? It's just kind of like because it's based on real events. It's
Creepy.
deep. You should definitely check it out. And he's just this. He is a suave kind of guy, but also he's suave and whatnot. But what he's doing to the people, you feel for them. You feel for these travelers, right? He just takes advantage of them. He sweet talks them and take advantage of them. But even to this day, bro, I've always been like this. I'm not a I mean, I'm a traveler, but I don't stay in hostels and whatnot. But I've never been the type of guy to take a drink from anyone I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
that sort of stuff. People just do that freely. Never have I ever done that. Food or drink from someone at night, I'm cool. That's just my natural instincts. But those travelers, man, they were just like, even to this, even now, people just do it, man. Like they think it's all good, but nah, man.
Cool one, man. Because people, I don't know, the intuition is, what's this guy gonna do to me? What's gonna happen? But you just don't know, innit?
Yeah. Check it out though. It's deep. I'm in a couple episodes in, and it's quite deep so far. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I don't want to get whatever. I mean, it's the true based on the true story, so you can go research up on the dude and whatnot. But that's what makes it even more interesting, because it's based on true events and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it's just for me now, it's just down the road. It's Bangkok where it all took place. But this dude
Yeah.
was coming into Hong Kong, sweet talking people in Hong Kong, and then when they come to Bangkok, like, oh, come stay with me, and it's deep. He's traveled through Singapore, this whole region basically.
Damn.
Yeah, so this was back in the 70s. So I've been watching that, and then what else I've been watching? You know what I've been watching? I binged through it, but I started it when I was in quarantine. This
Mm.
show called Kim's Convenience Store, Kim's Convenience or something. It's just about this Korean family in
I've
Canada.
clips of
Bro,
this.
you need to watch it. But the Pups is hilarious, bro. The Pups is
And
jokes.
he tries to explain to his daughter like about this guy, even though he dresses like a man. He's like, I remember I've seen
Yeah,
clips.
yeah, yeah.
Is it
It's
good?
But it's just one of those shows you could just binge through. Like it's
Yeah.
not like you're gonna get deep into it, whatnot. But it's just like one of them fun shows. But the Pops will crack you up. But the way he talks, the way and he's like this young. He's like Miyagi's brother, bro. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to look like, but he looks like young Miyagi. And he's cute, bro. He's got these. I don't know. It's weird, bro. He's this cute dude, but he speaks funny. And check it out, bro. I've been
Well,
through the whole freaking thing because of the Pups, really, because he's the one who gave me the most jokes. So do check it out. It's just something you could just put in the background and just kind of listen to and watch.
no, definitely, definitely. Invincibles, bro. Invincible.
Have you seen episode 5?
Sick, bros.
Bro, that I didn't expect much from it, but that shows weird. I mean, after episode 1, that last scene, spoiler alert if you guys haven't seen it, but after that last scene, I was in. But episode 5 was deep. I'm loving it, bro.
It's good. It's good. It's funny how because this is adapted from Robert Kirkman's comic book, the writer of The Walking Dead. So this character, like the way they've built the characters in this, like in the comic books, yes, it's like slightly prolongs everything so that we get a longer run. People buy more issues. Where the cartoon have kind of rushed through it, but the story of what's happening at the moment now, it's going to be a father and son deathmatch, isn't it?
That's what I feel. That's what I feel as well. Once I still want to know his motive, the Pups'
Yeah.
motive, because we still haven't got that yet. Because I want to know why he did and what he did, and even in that last battle in the fifth one, he was there watching,
Yeah,
and he
yeah,
let it happen. That guy. Sorry, real quick. That the guy he was helping, the guy that turned into a rock, he reminded me of Luke Cage.
yeah.
Just
No.
throwing it out there, but. It was brutal, bro. I mean, damn, man, head smashing, and I didn't expect that. That Tigress, like Leonardo's mofo was a beast, bro. He smashed them up.
It was. I do like the level of. Uh, I know it's weird to say, but seeing violence in cartoons, it always reminds me of like Fist of the North Star and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Just to see
yeah.
something a bit more adult, like it's good to see on the big screen. It's two good things I look forward to on a Friday, man. Invincible, and then I start off Invincible, and then I jump into uh,
Falcon.
Falcon. Yeah. So
And you still watching Mighty Ducks?
shit, I need to catch up. All right, so that's my tomorrow program. So that's another one to catch up with, which I'm enjoying as well, bro. It's good
I
fun.
haven't
Like
even.
when I
Yeah,
saw,
I just reminded myself I haven't seen this week's episode. I was thinking about I watched the episode, but I actually saw last week's episode. Yeah, so that's 3 shows. Yeah. 3 shows. I need to catch up with. I think Invincible episode 6 come out this week, right?
I don't know. I'll check.
What day is it today? Today's Saturday. Yeah. Episode 6 comes out. So I'm gonna catch that this week as well.
So tomorrow TV day for me, man. I'm gonna sit down and watch TV.
Yeah.
Uh, Warriors renewed for a new season on HBO, bro. Good show. I
Yeah,
need to
so
start that as well.
you didn't start that, did you? You know what, bro? I'm not gonna say I got into it because it was Bruce Lee's writing. So obviously I was biased towards that. It's a good show, and the martial arts is good and all that sort of stuff. I never really got deep into it, but I always watched it because one, it was Bruce Lee's, and two, I was into the story. I did get to know the characters. I did want to finish off and whatnot. I wouldn't say I got deep into it, but I think they got dropped. after season 2, and then HBO Max, I think, has picked them up
Come on.
to do season 3, which is great, I think, because I still, at the end of season 2, what happened, I'm not going to spoil it, but I was interested. I did want more. I mean, like I said, because I wasn't deep into it, but I still wanted more
Yeah.
of it. And the main character, he of course he fights like Bruce, and the nunchucks and the style and the little shoulder shrugs and the stance. He's got the whole Bruce
When
persona
did
and
Bruce
whatnot.
write this, bro?
What's that?
When did Bruce write this?
Bro, remember that show, The Warrior, the one that they effed him up on when there was just was it a Warrior? No, the old one was called
Kung Fu.
Kung Fu, where they messed him up and put the Caucasian dude and the basic. The true writings of it was this basically. As far
Oh.
as I know, it was based on this, and they effed him up and done Kung Fu, whatever the hell that was.
So,
Because this is based on the Chinese coming over to San Francisco, like America back in, I don't know, the 1800s or whatever, and just the gangs that were here, the Chinese gangs that were here, that were, they were not friendly to their own people, I guess.
yeah.
And then obviously against the Americans, the whites in America, they were not treating them well, and just the build up and all that sort of stuff.
Mm.
But yeah, this is the writings of of that story basically. It's really good though. It's like I said, it's good. I just couldn't get deep into it. The one thing I don't like, I'm gonna be real. The one thing I don't like, or probably I don't need in all these shows, is all the produce. I don't know if anyone's gonna understand that, but there's too much like nudity and unnecessary sex scenes, man. Like the one that killed me was Power, bro. I loved that show, yeah. But I promise you, bro, they just filled up like sometimes if they didn't know what to write about, they just filled it up with 15 minutes of soft porn, bro. And it was just like, why do I want? There's no need for this scene, and it doesn't have to be this intimate and this. It's ridiculous. And Warrior had a lot of that too, and I was just like, I don't want to see this. I don't need to see this. Like it's too much. I don't know. Maybe some people love it, and maybe it draws attraction, but I know you have the flexibility and freedom to put, ass and titties all over the place on the TV now, but I don't know. I'm not. Maybe if I was a kid, bro, I'd be like, yeah, boy, we can have a game. But now I don't need to see it. I want to see the story.
Could it be one of them hoes then?
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm an adult, bro. I want to just see the story and just, could show a little bit on the side, but they force it too much. So this show does have a lot of that. And
Yeah.
I think that just eventually I was just like, well, you're just forcing it too much. I don't want to see that. So I think that's one of the reasons. Maybe that's one of the reasons. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that's a good reason, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I got whatever I see, it's got to be family friendly now, man. Unless I'm
That's what I'm
watching like
saying.
TV, but
I
you know,
remember Ash telling me he couldn't watch Warrior because he couldn't watch it in the front room because obviously all of that stuff, and then he would never have time to watch it upstairs. Idris would be with him, so it just kind of put him off. He's like, I don't have the time to watch it, and I can't watch it with Idris around because it's got all of this stuff in it. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't know, but listen, it's a good show though, and like I said, at the end of season 2, it gets hyped. Like I remember, I mean, I don't know if the momentum's gonna keep, but I remember Game of Thrones, bro, and everyone was on that, and I only got deep into it after season 3. That's when I got in, and The Warrior at the end of season 2 got me hooked. That
yeah.
when whatever happened at the end of season 2, I was like, this shit is deep, and I want more. So I had that same feeling because with Game of Thrones, the first 3 seasons, I was like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but I'm just watching it. Once you get to the end of season 3, you're like, oh shit, this is deep. So that's what the Warrior did.
The Red Wedding, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It gets you, and that's when you're fully in. So the Warrior did that after season 2. So if you watch it, just get through it, and you will get to know the characters. You will enjoy it, and you will enjoy the story. But when you get to the end of season 2, that's when it's on. So anyway, I'm glad they're starting the season 3. I'm definitely gonna catch it.
No, that's good. That's good. That's good. All right,
What else
man.
was
On to
that?
the main event.
Was that it? There wasn't much. Did you have anything else apart from before we got on that? Because that's all like
Yeah,
was
I
able
mean,
to catch.
uh, can't think of anything else. Uh, yeah, no, I think that was it this week. I don't think anything else is on there. Yeah, I
All
can't think
right,
of anything else.
let's get
Yeah,
into it then, man. Let's get into it,
that's
man.
good, man. Falcon Winter Soldier, episode 5. We've got one more episode left until like a break, and then we get like Black Widow and Loki.
I
Uh,
don't want to break. I don't want a break, bro. I
Man,
don't
man,
want. I don't want. I just
want a
want it
break.
every week.
But
Just want it every
last
week.
week's episode was deep. I mean, the week before that, as you know, Captain America lose. He lose hard, but they got
And
people throw that quote around and memes around, innit? You know, the serum will only bring out good. It will be good. You know that doctor, and he was like evil.
yeah,
You know what do you call it? And they kept
bad
on
will become worse.
yeah, kept on putting his face in the memes. I was like, that's
Have you
deep.
seen the one with the Punisher?
No,
Because there's one picture of him holding the shield up, and Punisher's like with a little like disappointed face, and then there's one when he smashes him, Punisher's like giving him the thumbs up.
I need to see that. I need to see that one. But
That
yeah,
one's a good one.
so man, you know they put a lot into this episode. This episode was slightly longer as well. This is Sam's journey, man. I'm loving it. You know, this is Sam's journey.
This was the episode we thought the whole show was going to be about, but they're so great that they had these mini stories in all of them. Everyone has their thing, you know,
Yeah,
like they. That's what's so good about this show, man, because it wasn't just forced. Because we knew like the show was going to be about, you know, is the world ready for Black Captain America? But
yeah.
we just didn't know what kind of approach they were going to take, right? But they didn't force it throughout the whole season. You know what I mean? It wasn't the main. It wasn't the main story, which I love.
It
There's
wasn't. It wasn't. It
few
was
main
scripts
stories.
and grabs, isn't it?
Yeah, but this episode, inspirational, bro. I fucking loved it, man. I loved it, and it was emotional with when Isaiah was telling his story.
Oh, deep.
That got me.
Yeah,
He's a
that.
good actor, bro. It's not just the way he tells the way he talks, his
Yeah,
broken voice and his vulnerable self. You get emotional, man. Like damn,
yeah.
man, this is deep.
Man, it got me. That scene got me as well. It was quite deep. And I think I don't know. I felt like uh, Sam went there to get a bit of recognition on do I do this or not, but he wanted to give the shield to him. You know,
You think so?
I feel like he wanted to give the shield to him just to say, "I respect you. Deserve this. This is you."
I mean, he did bring it for a reason, right? He did bring it for a reason.
He did. I
And
feel
he
like,
left
yeah, give it to him
because
as a gift.
he left there with one perspective, and that's Isaiah's perspective, and you can't blame him on that, right? And that was Isaiah left it to him saying any I can't remember the exact quote, but saying any self-respecting black man will not take up that shield.
Mm,
So he kind of gave him conflicted things. But then after he left with hope anyway, because he's like, well, I can make a change, and that happened to Isaiah, but that won't happen to me. I'll make sure that won't happen to me. And he's got the backup of not just Steve, or Steve's not around, but the Avengers, bro. He's got the backup of the Avengers. They will not let this happen to him. Where Isaiah was in a position there where, it was back in the days and they effed him up as they do, right? But when the scene that got me when I was like, this is it's about hope, bro, was when he was finishing training and then his nephew was there touching the shield and looking up at Sam in he was inspired, and that was it. I was like, the
the
Sam
Rocky
was like, I can
montage.
inspire the future. What's
Yeah,
that?
it's like a Rocky montage. I loved it, bro. I
That's
was
it, bro.
memorized.
That was sick,
A Rocky
bro.
montage, and then him flipping around, throwing the thing, and
It was a
even
bit weird.
Bucky.
It was a bit weird for me that he had to get that one move where he does the flip and catches it. I was like, that was the goal of the training. If he did that, that means he made it.
He
Right?
made
He can use the shield. That if he could do that move, that means he could use the shield over. That was a little bit for me, but other than that, it was awesome though. I love the training and I love the fact that he finally took it on. And even Bucky, bro, when Bucky was like that, because the shield has so much meaning in this show, more than we ever known about it, right?
of
When
course.
Bucky was like, "That's the only family I got left," I'm like, "Fuck, that's deep,"
Yeah,
because Steve is. I don't know if Steve is dead. They keep saying he's gone. I refuse to believe he's dead.
yeah.
I don't want him to be dead. But he's like, "That's the only family I got." The shield, bro. That's mad. So I just feel it for Bucky as well, and I think he was just happy that I'm glad you're taking it on, right? Because when you gave it away, you gave away my last piece of family as well, and it affected him more than we noticed, and I thought that was deep. But also, even he said, when him and Steve were discussing it, they had no idea how they didn't think about how they will be with a black Captain America be
Yeah,
accepted. Because they don't see that, obviously,
yeah.
but they don't know it. You don't feel it. It doesn't mean just because you don't see it, you don't feel it. But it's an amazing turn of a story. I freaking love it, man.
Of course, man. And even with what happened with what's his name, man, John Walker. Like you can start to see that he did suffer something beforehand, bro.
Yeah, yeah. He's good
and
at
he
PTSD.
locked in, and his boy got done in the process. I mean, which person is not going to react in the way he did? It
When
depends
he was,
on the type of person you are.
yeah,
He reacted in a way, and the serums made him even more edgy on that side, where not he's not going to have that voice of reason, which Lamar was.
yeah, exactly.
It's him by himself, but
And
got stripped of everything. I was like, oh, this is deep.
And
It's,
remember what we spoke about last week? Like Steve didn't go to war yet. He had a good heart. He was a good person. He didn't go to war and then get the serum. Because if he went to war, he would have probably had some PTSD.
mm,
Whereas John Walker's already been through battle. He's gone through shit. He had to do shit in Afghanistan and whatnot, right? And he's already suffering PTSD. So could you imagine if Steve went to war, came back, and then took the serum? You never know. He could have been effed up. He
no,
went pure, bro. Think about him, bro. He went as a baby, he was pure of mind. He just wanted to help people. You
mm,
just never know if he went there and came back and he lost his best friend. He lost Bucky. He saw the madness that's going on. He could have been effed up as well.
mm,
Anyway, but yeah, I mean, when you saw Walker in Lamar's family's house, you feel for him. After all the hate, you're like, I don't like this guy. You see that moment, you're like, ah, you know what? He's a human too, man. I feel for him.
yeah,
You know what I mean? His boy just died, and he's going to show respect for walk his family and whatnot. You realize, man, this guy, I feel sorry for him too. That's what I love about the show. Again, they've still expressed his
they
human
do,
side.
they definitely do. Uh, and that scene in the courtroom where he was like, "You guys made me," you know.
I think that's another knock on the in the real world U.S. military and all that sort of shit. You lot f me up. Like we were talking about that movie with Tom Holland the other week,
Mm,
Cherry,
yeah,
and that was literally that kind of thing. You lot done this to me. You know what
mm,
I'm saying? And this is the exact same thing, just from a different perspective. Again, Steve, and I know this is all fictional and whatnot, but Steve was not made. He wanted to be made. He was so ambitious to go into the army and whatnot and follow the route. But he had, because of the power, he had his own sort of jurisdiction, his own principles. You know
mm.
what I mean? He wasn't made in that sense. He was still pure. But if he was made and then he took the serum, could have had a different Steve, man. Anyway, I don't want to go into that. I'm just thinking from his perspective, man, Walker's
No,
perspective. Now,
of course.
from hating him, I feel I still hate him. I don't want him to be Cap, but I feel for him still. I wouldn't want to see him get killed. Put it that way. Maybe get beaten up and put into prison or whatnot. But I don't want him to die. You know what I mean?
Fight scene, like it was a good fight scene, man. I wanted to see that
That's
on the big screen. You know what I mean?
great
I was like,
fights.
oh man, this is cinema movie style, man. Come on.
Love the way they don't waste no time, bro. They just got straight into it. The beginning of the episode, give us that epic fight scene. Get straight into it, no wasting time. And these shows haven't wasted any of. I don't feel that they wasted any time. They got straight into it and moved forward.
No, they did, they did. I think it's really good. It was good.
Unless unless you want to say when Bucky and Falcon was fixing the boat and all la la la, that was a waste of time. I don't know, but it was still a bonding moment that they had. I don't know
No,
if that.
it was. I think they need to remember at the end of the day they grounded these characters as well, so they need to know that they still got stuff going on outside their lives that they still need to sort out. Like for Sam, he's not just fighting. His sister was saying, "You're not just fighting the battle that we're having living life. You're fighting the battle out there as well." So having that is a nice touch. There were some funny moments of when Bucky was like, "Hi, Sarah," and that look, and he looked. He's teasing him, isn't it? And
Yeah.
see that little bond between them two. Like they're good friends. I can imagine them. Like when you watch interviews with them two, they just like buzz off
Oh,
each
they're
other so
awesome.
well. So
Would you have ever known in Winter Soldier when that movie came out that these two would have been in their own show and they would have been buzzing good off each other? Look, hopefully after this, even Winter Soldier sees Sam as family, man, because like you said, all the family's got is that shield, and you don't even think about that, man. You only know Cap and his had no one left. But we forgot about him. I mean, why didn't Cap take him back in time as well and say, hey, let's just go back in time and live with our loved ones? Like, why not? You know what I'm saying?
true.
Cap went back and lived with his loved one, Agent Carter, forgot her
Yeah.
first name. Why didn't you
Peggy.
take him back too and say, look, you know what? Come back with me and we'll find your girl because he had someone or he had many and we'll both settle down. But no, he left him.
They left him with only it's enough for one trip. Uh,
Yeah, that's true.
no,
That's
it's
true. Yeah,
quite
they
deep.
had the
I mean, I
serum for
think
one
the
trip.
next episode we're going to see, what happened to Zemo with the Wakandans was deep. And then when he
Yeah.
asks for that favor, I know when he opened the suitcase, we know what's in there. I
Yeah,
can't.
we know what's in there.
I'm gonna freak out.
What's that?
The suitcase.
Yeah. Bro, when the suitcase was there, and as soon as you go to the suitcase, the pipe busts, and I'm like, I know you're not gonna show us, because he was
Yeah.
just about to open it, right? And then the pipe busts. I'm like, I know you're not gonna show us. And the whole freaking end of the episode, they don't show us, and I was waiting for it, but then I was like, you're not gonna show us what is in there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to what it looks like, bro. I'm looking forward to the color code. I can't believe Walker ripped those shield with them wings off. That was mad.
He's strong,
Um,
strong. So and
Because
then
I was thinking like them guys have battled before in like Civil War and all that sort of stuff. How come they never got bust up as much? But it's because they never had the intentions to kill each other. When when
no, no,
Cap
of course not.
when Cap and Winter Soldier fought Iron Man, I know there was hatred in that scene, but Iron Man wasn't trying to kill him. They weren't trying to kill each other. They were trying to hurt each other, but not kill each other. In this one, they would. I feel like Walker was trying to kill him, so that's why the fight seemed a lot more brutal between them compared to before when they, fought each other and whatnot.
Mm.
That was a good fight scene, man. The way he ripped off them wings, this man's is a beast. It gave him some stripes, though. You have to say,
No, of
even though it's
course,
the wrong way.
definitely, without a doubt, without a doubt, it's really good.
I
Uh,
did like the scene where they were kind of like playing frisbee with the shield, not frisbee, but almost practicing and talking to each other and
yeah, yeah.
having that moment. That was cool. That was good.
That was a good scene. That was a very good scene. It was a scene of them bonding even more, which was really good. Uh,
I'm happy Sam's taking up the mantle, man. Because
Me too, man. I think
again,
the moment he
if he
put
left,
the suit on, I'm gonna go mad, bro. You know.
yeah, no, exactly. And I feel like if he left it, it just shows there's no hope. And you can't. I know Isaiah went through his shit, but he went through his things. You can't blame him.
Mm.
But his nephew is gonna be, no, his grandkid's gonna be the Captain America and the Young Avengers, right? He
Yeah,
needs hope. Now, if his grandson is gonna listen to Isaiah, and of course he will do, he's gonna be like, I'm a black man in this country, nothing's gonna happen to me. But where Sam goes off and becomes Cap, then that can influence Isaiah's grandson to be the Young Avengers Cap. You know what I'm saying? He needs inspiration from somewhere, and Sam's the guy to do it. So I'm glad, they didn't destroy the shield or whatnot. He's
yeah.
taking on the mantle. He's gonna do it, and that's hope. That's just hope for, again, not just black people, but just hope. You know what I'm saying? Like in general, and I love that.
No, it's gonna be good. Did you see when Sam was trying to wipe the blood off, man? I was like, deep, man. There's never no blood on this shield, and
Yeah,
we got this
that
on.
was that was a good scene actually because he tried to wipe it off. He's like, there shouldn't be blood on this thing.
Yeah,
But like I said, Cap's killed bare
nice,
people, bro.
Steve, man.
We've just never seen it.
Stevan, man. Uh,
Real
and
quick though, I watched a movie with Cap the other day, man. I shouldn't call him Cap. Chris Evans. Chris Evans is his name. I don't want to detour the conversation,
yeah,
but Gifted. Have you seen that movie, Gifted? The one
yeah,
where yeah,
yeah.
that's a nice movie, bro.
That's hold on,
I
gifted
think it's old.
with the little girl.
Yeah, his little
Yeah, she's
nephew, a
like,
niece. She's
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
math
yeah.
genius.
They try and take her away from him.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
he's
really
good.
nice film.
Yeah, it's a
Really nice.
really good film. Yeah, I mean, I keep calling him Cap. I couldn't. It's stuck
He's
with him,
capped.
but
He's capped
he's
for
Cap, man. But
life.
um, yeah, that's a good film. I just wanted to bring that up real quick. But yeah, look, man, Falcon, I can't believe we've got one episode left, but I can't take this shit, man. I don't want it to end, but it has to end, doesn't it?
Post credit scene.
Post credit scene. That reminded me of Iron Man 1, a little
It
bit.
did.
I have
It
to
did.
say.
It did. I was like, hey man, any making a budget Captain Shield, man.
I know, man. If that's not vibranium, if Bucky punches that thing needs to break, bro. I'm telling you, it can't be. I don't know what he's making out of, like copper and steel in the backyard, but he needs to be. I don't think he'll be as effective because that shield flows the way it does because of the vibranium.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
if this
I don't know how
dude,
the shield is gonna work. Plus, he was using bits of his medals and stuff on it. I'm
yeah,
like,
the weight distribution will be all off. I'm no freaking mechanic or physicist or whatever I don't know what the term is, but I feel like the weight distribution is going to be off.
now you know what? The question came to me when Sam was throwing that around. I'm like, that question where Peter Parker was like, that defies the laws of physics. Like, how does that thing work? Because the way it bounces off. To be honest, I feel like if that's pure vibranium, that should have cut when you catch it. That should have cut through Sam's hand.
Yes, but I reckon the way they made it, I mean, Spidey said it right, it defines the laws of physics, so I reckon it's just vibranium, bro. It's magical. It could do whatever it wants.
Exactly.
Think about it, man. He threw it, he threw it in Thing's head, bro, in Zemo's temple, bro. It knocked him out. Should have sliced his head off, bro.
When?
Remember when Zemo was crushing, not in this episode, the one before, when he was crushing the serum, and then he flinged it in his head.
I didn't know that.
So if we're supposed to chop people's heads off, that should have chopped Zemo's head off. So I think, the level of power and the way it's not like sharp at the end. It's like rounded
I
a
think
bit.
he threw it quite hard, man. That could have hurt, man.
Bro,
It was on that.
and remember he was a human too. So if he put the serum and he flinged that in Zemo's head, then it should have given
Oh
him
no,
brain damage.
the serum, right?
What's that? That was before he took the serum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that okay, that's fine. That's understandable. Because if it was
Where
throwing it, then ding.
what do you think they're gonna do with Zemo then? Because they're gonna take him into the prison in Wakanda, right? Is
Yeah.
that what they said? We're
There's
not
gonna
done
be
with
more
Zemo.
Zemo, bro. We're gonna get
Yeah,
more.
I
People
don't think we're done with
the
Zemo.
show has proven to Marvel now that Zemo can be a very integral part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You know?
Bro, Marvel was so good, they done that. Think about it, man. You had Zemo a little bit in the other one. He never put on the purple thing. He wasn't suave. He wasn't nothing. You bring him back for this Disney show, and everyone wants to see him dance for an hour. Did you
Hmm?
see that?
Yeah.
The fans requested they want the whole hour footage, and
Zemo.
then Disney. I think it came out on Disney Plus. I mean, that's how good they are at developing characters. Everyone wants to see more Zemo.
Yeah.
They
They
want to
call
see him
it
dance
Zemo
for an
cut.
hour. That's how mad it is.
Release the Zemo cut. Can't believe they did that. And
He's
they
awesome
said it
too,
took
though. I
5
love the way he
years for
talks.
Zack Snyder's one, but this one took 6 days.
Madness.
Ah, so good, so
That's
good.
that's
Absolutely
the
awesome.
talent that they got, man.
All right, bro.
Cool. Well, next week's
Cool.
gonna be a deep one. I know we're gonna get deep into it. I'm gonna,
I think we should have a therapy sessions on that one.
let's see how deep it gets. I still want to see old man Steve come back. I hate the fact they keep saying he's gone. I want him. Don't tell me he's gone. Like
I
either tell me he's dead or don't just say he's gone. What the hell does gone mean? Um, I want to see old man Steve again, just to come back and say, "Well done, Sam." Or I want something cheesy. I don't care. I just want to see him
I
back.
know, I know. I
Or
think
him and Isaiah. I want him and Isaiah sitting together and hugging each other and stuff.
cup of tea in it or
Because
playing.
I love the way where Sam said to Isaiah, "Steve didn't put you in prison. Don't blame him. It wasn't him."
Mm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. I don't know. It's just when Mark Bernardin said that on Fat Man Beyond, it stuck with me ever since then. I'm like, oh my god, I want that scene. I want that scene so much.
Good scene.
Oh, what about the real quick man? What about the special? What about that agent that came and spoke to Walker after the court case? Do you
Yeah,
know? I read. I didn't know. Do you know much? I read something about her on after, but do you know much about her?
not much about her. I know that she was part of Hydra, but this was back in a comic in like very early on.
Yeah, she joined Shield first, and then she was Nick Fury's love interest and all that sort of stuff, and then eventually she joined Hydra.
Yeah.
I had no idea who she was, but I read something after. That was. I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do with her, but something's gonna be done, I guess. She's gonna be.
This story's going to continue, and you're going to have what's her name, Agent Zero. What's Caps, the new Caps alter ego?
I know what you're talking about.
John Walker's. What?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. So I reckon at the end of this season, he's not gonna be captured.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon at the end of this season, we're gonna have a big fight. He's gonna be involved. I don't reckon he's gonna go into prison or nothing, and the story's gonna continue. What is it, agents?
Agent Zero, agent,
U.S. agent.
US agent.
Yeah. So they're gonna carry on with U.S. agent.
No, definitely.
I think at the end, because George St. Pierre's character's back. The French dude, I forgot his name.
Yeah, he came back as well. That was good to see.
They're gonna be big battle. They're setting up a big battle for the next one,
So,
right? And what do you call it? We still got to find out who the power broker is. Is it gonna be Sharon or not? There's a lot to tell in the last episode, but I don't know how they're gonna pull it off. But they obviously they will, and they're gonna give us something. Stay to the end of the credits of the next one because there can be something.
always, 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 bro. Which Marvel fan doesn't, bro?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the main
Even
important.
on Disney Plus, you still gotta watch to the end of the credits.
Definitely.
Mad
Without a doubt,
things.
man. Without a doubt. All right, cool, man. We got to make a move, bro. So, again, guys, a massive, 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 massive thank you for your support on the channel. Guys, make sure you check out our Instagram page. We have the links to all of our YouTube and SoundCloud, Apple Podcast, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music. Oh my God, Spotify. We're on all of them now, guys. There's one more to get on. I think it's called Deezer. Once we're on that, we're on all platforms. You can hear us wherever, whenever you want to, or you can see us if you want on YouTube. But G-Man, listen, man, have a good night. We're gonna go to Mum's, break our fast, and I think they just need to see some family around the house. I know they had a quiet one last week, so gonna go make some noise in the house.
Do it, man. Do it. Nice. Well, cool. Go have a good iftar, man. I'm gonna have my second meal now, I guess, and then hit the bed in an hour or two. But cool, bro. Have a good one, and we'll catch
Guys,
up. We'll catch up next week, man. We got a big one,
definitely,
end of season finale. So we'll talk deep. We'll get deep.
good, definitely, guys. Massive thank you again. We'll catch you up soon. One love, peace.
Peace.